Bienvenidos!
Hola.
We are back. svMerSea.
Oh, bright lights.
Yeah, but then we don't have as many shadows. We don't have shadow puppets. So, I did my own self-interviewing last week, but I wanted to ask you to name all the projects you've done. All of them. Since we bought the boat.
Some of the projects that we've done was to replace the waste pipe. We actually didn't replace it, we cleaned it out and then replaced it. And it took about 8 hours or so. And we cleared the vent, the little vent off of the waste holding tank. That was another 8 or 10 hour job. You don't think these would take so long, but one thing leads to another. And you have to take off pieces of the boat in order to get to the pipe, and it just gets a little messy.
It's like digging up a tomb.
You find things when you're looking for other things.
It's ancient remnants of stuff. Pre KMZ, pre Kendall Mountain Zephyr.
Granted.
Yeah. And was that your favorite project?
Nope. Not my favorite project. We put batteries in, as I think we said, and we still need to connect those to the system to put them on their bus bars and all that. There's a lot of other little things to do for that. And we ordered an arch, so we're going to put the arch on, put some solar on that. And so we're getting ready for all that, just learning a lot about it and making, finding parts and trying to do things within a reasonable amount of time and effort and other resources.
Yeah, the lithium's like something new to us, and you've been studying really hard about lithium.
Yep, we've had help and reading up on all sorts of different ways to do things, and yeah, I found the way. Now we just need to make it look organized and all that kind of stuff.
And what else? You put in neat like cove lighting in our aft cabin.
Oh yeah, those are just little USB plug-ins. That is strip lighting of LED.
Yeah.
And, yeah, those aren't really permanent, but it's
they're neat.
Yeah, if we could.
It looks fancy.
Yeah, I like the way they look for sure.
Yeah, now all we need is to clear up our clutter and put in some, like, I don't know, marble or something, and it'll look like a luxury liner back there. And you have, gosh, what else have you done? You've done a lot.
Well, yeah, every time you go in to look at something, you notice something needs to be tightened up or replaced. And we bought things at Minis and replaced the pump, shower drain pump in there. And we put a filter in line with the plumbing, basically right after the pump.
Yeah.
Just 20 micron, but it takes out the bigger chunks of things. And yeah, little wired in light or two. Actually, the wiring was already there, just had to connect new lighting.
Yeah.
And yeah, the bulbs are coming in for some of our incandescent to LED replacements.
Yeah.
And
that's nice.
The
lighting in here is really nice.
It is. It is very nice.
I mean, we have help right now with this video, but normally it's amazing. And
we took out the anchor line and rode basically. We measured the anchor.
He measured
chain
the anchor. He did all of this.
And connected the spare anchor up there and just kind of cleaned out that locker space.
Yeah, nice.
So things will deploy when we need them to in the order that we want them to go out. We switched over to our Lumar
You've also organized the lazarettes in the back.
A little bit, yeah. They're kind of big spaces, so things can fly around. And there's the autopilot and other arms down there for the steering, so we don't want that to all clash together. So we've got to kind of be careful under there. Yeah, we've been watching, and things don't shift very much, but yeah, keeping things in, organized. Something I still haven't figured out what in order to pull them out of those big lockers when I need it.
Yeah, so if anyone has any suggestions with that and just organization in general and just trying to think of new stuff, I guess that's what I've been trying to do, find little things here and there to organize. I got the baskets behind us back there, and and just little cases and baskets here and there, and we just in the last hour found out that the hot water tank is probably just leaking too much. We need to replace it ASAP. We already knew it was leaking, but it was more subtle.
There's more important things to do.
Yeah.
But that moves it up on the list if we have to turn the water pump on and off every time we want to use water. Otherwise, the water pump will run, just every 2 minutes or so cycle through, and that's not good. Especially if we're on anchor with our batteries sitting there and stuff. Yeah. So probably get one of those isotemp. We had a 15-liter, 4 or 5 gallons, I believe, in our Catalina 30. So we'll look for a little larger one that'll fit the space here in the galley. And this one's just hulking and you can't even reach around.
Are you going to have to saw it in half or what?
No, I don't think so. Not the metal. Just have to take apart parts of the cabinet in order to pull it out.
Yeah. I don't want to take apart the galley.
Well, the good thing about that too is it may fix the problem that the coolant isn't reaching the heater.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't think it's circulating in the heater. So it will kind of have an excuse to replace that line or at least clear it out. And this one may work a lot better. It's not rusting.
Yeah. Yeah, and Matt put our safety stickers on. My dad had extra safety stickers. Thanks, Dad.
Oil and waste discharge and all that kind of stuff. They're not the most beautiful, but they're official, and they're something I believe the Coast Guard looks for. I believe it's law to have them placed in a conspicuous location that all crew can see them.
Yeah. What are your favorite aspects of this boat?
It is nice to have the extra space. My garage before was kind of a crawl back into under the cockpit of the 30, and it was, I got at the point I knew where things were, and I could easily drag boxes out, and had everything kind of clear cases. And this is nicer because we put it all in the bow for now, and it's in duffel bags so we can move it if we have guests and such. Yeah. It's easier to stand up in that bow area to work on things or to find some part, and it seems a smoother ride, although we haven't had a whole lot of, last week was our first outing basically of more than 3 miles or 4 miles.
I still gotta say, I love having the shower.
Yeah, that's a biggie. I just walked out of the shower, and it's the only, the main problem with this heater is it's too hot. If you don't get it, you can switch it on, and if it's 30 minutes, it's like, oh no, because then you have to adjust downward with the cold, and it's hard to get the temperature you want, basically. But we're getting everything, getting the hang of everything. And still a lot of little projects to do, but she's functional, and I'm really glad we got it in this state so we can kind of do these small trips.
And what are you most looking forward to in the future, in the next few months?
Oh, it'll be exciting to get back down to Mexico. I really enjoy that. The next few months here, I'm really excited about possibly going out and diving. Go do some free diving here.
Yeah.
Really nice in Laguna Niguel and Dana Point area. It's really, really beautiful. So I'm excited about doing that.
Yeah.
And putting it on, a schedule so I can get out and just do it. It'll be easier to do it now. San Diego was harder to do that. We scoped a few places out, and it's pretty wavy. It all depends on the conditions.
Yeah. I mean, the harbor in San Diego wasn't appealing to jump into at all. So, and there's issues in the beaches around San Diego down there, some of the beaches. So, yeah, I'm excited. Well, it'll be fun staying in Dana Point. We lucked out getting a slip there, a sublease for just a couple months. It's not high season, so we were able to finagle our way in. They're doing a lot of reconstruction, and so we really, really, really lucked out. So I'm really stoked.
The only unfortunate thing is there's no dock boxes, but we don't have a dock box now, and it kind of gets.
We didn't even use the last
with a dock
one.
box.
Yeah.
You don't cruise with a,
We didn't. So yeah, that'll be fun. To take my parents out instead of vice versa.
That's another neat thing about being down there as well.
Yeah.
More people, more friends and stuff. That people we know down in Laguna Niguel.
Yeah, growing up, having my parents take us out all the time. Yeah, so it'll be fun that I can be like, here's my boat, I'm taking my parents out. So, that'll be neat. Maybe show a bunch of friends in the area our boat. It was really cool. My cousin Christy and her wife Savannah came out yesterday, so they live here in Oceanside, so they got to see the boat, so that was neat.
Yeah, they were fun to be with.
Yeah. And I'm excited to, it's not high priority, but eventually figure out a way to store stuff in the V-berth, but also make it eligible for, people coming out for a few days or whatever and staying. And
you have to keep everything in bags and different places that we can throw back in other places when we have visitors.
There is. I'm trying to think what we could put in there. There's storage in the shower.
Yeah,
there's that store, and I was
they
thinking
had a lot of lines and stuff like that. But it's good for wet gear when that happens. But
I was thinking, I just don't want put anything in there that's gonna get like mildew. I was thinking of
it seems pretty dry
soda cans or something in there, or like
maybe along the bottom side. Why not? Huh?
Yeah. But it's a decent size. I'll have to show that.
Neat. Yeah, it's a really neat thing.
So, yeah, it's been fun getting to know this boat, and we're feeling more and more like it's our home. And it's been 3 months. So, 3 months today because we got it on Halloween. So today's January 31st.
A lot of work. But it's gonna pay off, and us being able to go around and off the grid living with at least solar and electricity and all that kind of stuff sorted out.
And I'm really excited. I thought we were done going down the Pacific coast of California, but I am kind of excited to go back to some places along the coast. Yeah, and then I'm really excited to get back to Mexico next season and meet up again with all our friends and stuff. So that's what's going on now. Got caught up to date. This is real time. This will come out in a few days. So you're all current now. Anyway, thanks for watching. We appreciate you watching, and ta-ta! Oh, we gotta do an intro. So I'll have to edit this, but